Rolling up and down the fingers. Oh, here's Jonathan. Okay. And into the palm. And the pad to the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And across the knuckles. And keep the ball in the palm of the hand and interlace the fingers and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release. And let's go with tossing the ball in the air. Three, two, one. Put the ball on the floor, assess how the feet feel, and step on the ball right in the middle of the foot, pressing down 3 times. Move up to the knuckles, press on each. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. I just saw a video on Twitter of somebody putting their thumb on a baby's foot and the toes just wrap around it like 50 feet. Instead of doing, squeeze the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Squeeze again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one, release. Reassess. Repeat at the foot. 3 times. Middle. All 5 knuckles. Roll across. Middle of the foot, wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess and shake the tree. Three, two, one, center. twist it the waist, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step to the side, gather in starlight. And center. Other direction. And center. Steps forward. And then elbow to the opposite knee. Wrap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. And then cross step with a twist and a punch. And then we'll walk, march, or jog. So today we're going to do the 6 stretches to open up. 5 Tibetans in the after class. Squats if you want to do those. I think I'll sprint. Whatever you do, be safe. Booyah stick routine coming up shortly. But in 5, we're going to do whatever we're going to do, get the heart rate going. 4, 3, 2, 1. And 20. And 30, 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands up. Reach for the sky. Come on down. If you're on your toes, bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. And go the other way. And back to center. Drop the hands to the chest, push up. Come on down. Interlace the fingers behind the back, raise the hands up. Go a little higher. Come on down and shrug. And we'll swim. Reverse. And the breaststroke. Extend the arms, tap the shoulders. And bring one arm across. And press in. And then the other. One arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Form an L with your arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release. Breathe. Release. And squeeze. Release. Look up. Look down. Over one shoulder. And then the other. Do a side lunge. Go the other way. Yeah, come on up and grab a stick. Going to put the stick out in front, drop the top and stick onto the collarbone, feet are about 6 inches or so away from the stick, the toes are. Slide down the stick, lift up the sole, wiggle the foot. Go on down. Press the sole of the foot against the stick. And repeat on the other side. Hamstrings first. And the sole of the foot. And come back to center. And we're going to start with some flip flops. We'll push out in a big circle. And reverse the circle. Pull again. Go laterally in one direction. And then the other. You can stick behind the back and the crook of the elbows. And twist at the waist. And back if you can. And come back to center, tuck in the chin, back like a pigeon. Bring the stick up to the shoulders. Twist the body, keep the head and hips facing forward. And then lift the stick up over the head, down below the waist, up. And behind you if you can. Stop at the shoulders, push out. Bring it to one side and add her near the top, swing behind. Other hand, same thing. Bring the stick in front and center, step back. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top. Scrunch your toes into the ground and roll back onto the thick metatarsal, creating a big arch and hold. Now roll back onto the first, and back on the fifth, first, fifth, back and forth. Still keeping those scrunched into the ground. So we can eventually get them as mobile as it is. Oh. Three, two, one, and release. We're going to take the stick over to one side, put all the weight on one foot, come up on the toe with the other. If you can, lift the stick off the floor if you don't need it to. Support you, with the foot around, with the stick around. Three, two, one. Come on down on that foot. Same thing the other way. Three, two, one, and down. All right, we're gonna open up, kick those away. Feet are about hip width apart. Gonna raise our hands slowly up. Grab the wrist at the top and pull straight up. Hold. And release, come on down. Hands go on the thighs. Bring them down the legs as you hinge at the hips. Back neutral. Come on, back up. Extend the arms again. Grab the other wrist. Pull up. Yeah, come down. We're going to do two more on each side. And down. And down. All right, last two. And down. All right, we're going to go back on top, grab the wrist again, and lean back and to the side, to one side, and hold. Pulling. Come back to center, grab the other wrist, go the other way. Back to center, two more each way. Center. Center. And center one more this way. And back to center. All right, we're going to open up the chest. I'm going to do three with the arms fully extended. Bring them back, breathe in. And out. Again. And one more time. Now, put them behind your head, do the same. 3 times. 1, 2, last one. Okay, and you're gonna get down on the floor, on our backs. Oops. One leg's extended. Bring the knee up to the chest, pull. And then if you can, bring the other arm to bring the knee across the chest. Use the other arm. Bring the knee across the chest. Back to center. Extend that leg, bring the other leg up to the chest. And then across. And 2 more times each way. Up to the chest. Across. And back down. Chest. Across. And down. Chest. Across. Back down. Chest. And across. And back down. Those of both feet are on the ground. Windshield wipers, side to side. And 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going to turn around. You're on all fours. And we are going to do some cat cow. Arms underneath the shoulders. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. And cat. Cow. All right, let's get up. And do some alternate nostril breathing. Closing off the right, inhaling through the left, and closing off the left, inhaling, and then exhaling through the right, and then back to the left. Here we go. 5 rounds. Rub those hands together. Down the cheek hard. And the center. Your breast. And then we'll open our hearts. Pause, exhale. Send it out. And pause. Deep breaths. And bring down cheek in the bump. And gather from below. And Namaste. Your 5 Tibetans. So anybody can. We'll start with some spins up to 11. Couple of breaths. And then we will go to the floor. Hands are by the side. Whoops. Get the rolling camera. That's better. All right. Hands are by the sides. Usually, but you can put them on your back. If you have back issues, or under your head if you have neck issues. You're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders about a few inches off the floor. At the same time that you lift even the soles off the floor in a modified version of the feet, if you can extend them. I'm going to do the modified because my ribs are kidding today. All right, we're going to do up to 11. When you're done, take a couple of breaths. And roll over. onto your knees. Hands are on the hamstrings of the glutes. We're gonna come back and go forward. If you can't do back extensions, just lean back on your knee. That's one. And there. Take a couple of breaths. And then sit down. Hands are by your side or behind you if you want. Legs are either extended in the regular version, modified. Again, the soles should be on the floor. Coming up in 2. And then 30 table. 2. And that's 11. Take a couple of breaths. And we're going to turn around. And in the modified version, tabletop to cobra, regular version, down dog, up dog. 211. And then come around, sit down, cross your legs. Whatever feels right. This morning, gonna rotate 6 times one way, 5 the other, either sitting up or bending down. That's 1. And the last round, we're gonna stretch out in the middle of it. And you box breathing in the center, over the left knee, and then over the right. Reversing directions here. And stretching out. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Left side. And 4 right side. Come on back to center. Reverse the position of your legs, whatever was in front goes behind, whatever was on top goes below. We're going to do 6 and 5 again, starting the other way than we did the last time. And then stretch out and do our box breathing on the last one. Here we go. Reversing. And stretching out, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Going to the right knee. And then the left. And something on. Bring it up. All good?
Very nice.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Very good. Thank you. Take care, Richard. Take care, Jonathan. Have a good trip to the city. Hopefully see you tomorrow.